Morning. Romans 5 verse 12 says, "Wherefore as by one man sin entered into the world, and death by sin, and so death passed upon all men, for that all have sinned. For until the law sin was in the world, but sin is not imputed when there is no law. Nevertheless death reigned from Adam to Moses, even over them that had not sinned, after the similitude of Adam's transgression, who is the figure of him that was to come. But not as the offense, so also is the free gift. For if through the offense of one many be dead, much more the grace of God and the gift by grace, which is by one man, Jesus Christ, has abounded to many. And not as it was by one that sinned, so is the gift. For the judgment was by one to condemnation, but the free gift is of many offenses to justification. For if by one man's offense death reigned by one, much more they which received abundance of grace and of the gift of righteousness shall reign in life by one, Jesus Christ." Verse 18, "Therefore as by the offense of one judgment came upon all men to condemnation, even so by the righteousness of one the free gift came upon all men to justification of life. For as by one man's disobedience many were made sinners, so by the obedience of one shall many be made righteous." Guys, we walk around all day, every day, talking about sin, and we know what sin is, but it all goes back to one seed. You know, one seed makes a tree grow, and that tree puts off more fruits and more fruits, right? So it's one sin of disobedience and one sin of a prideful state, and I push everything back to pride. Pride is the seed of all sin. No matter what sin it is, no matter what bad or wrong it is, it goes back to pride. But the Bible tells us, as by one man and by one sin that man did, was sin put on all of us. You know, and we look at ourselves, we look at others, and we see the wrong, we see the rights and the wrongs that we're doing, and we're saying, "Oh, that's sin, and this is sin, and that." Well, those are paid for. Those sins have been paid for by Jesus Christ. But the one sin is that one that Adam did. That put the sin on all of us. It's not how we live makes us sinners. We are sinners. We are born sinners. The blood that's in us, it makes us sinners, because we are descendants of Adam. The curse was laid on Adam and everyone who was born after him, and being that him and Eve were, the first, then we are all Adam's seed. So we all have sin imputed on us. We all have that curse put on us. So we all have to overcome that, and the only way we can is through the justification and the putting our faith in Jesus Christ. And a lot say, "Well, that doesn't make any sense," and well, I can't make it make sense to you, really. All I can do is continue to tell you until God opens your eyes and lets you see. But you have to see this, that without putting your faith, without turning your eyes toward Jesus Christ, there is no hope. There is no other way. God knew that we couldn't live a perfect, righteous life, so he took all those things that he said do and don't do, and he wrapped them up into one. He said, he lived, he fulfilled everything that I've asked. So all I'm asking of you is to put your faith in him. We walk by faith, not by sight. And I try to make things make sense to everybody. It makes sense to me. But that's mainly because God's opened my eyes to it. If you want your eyes open to it, I know God will open your eyes to it also. But he said putting your faith in Jesus Christ was the only way to get justification. So as by one man, Adam, sin entered into the world, by one man, Jesus, sin has been paid for. By putting your faith and your trust in Jesus Christ, it will be paid for you, and you'll be able to go home in glory with God and hang out with me for eternity. Good morning. God bless.